Yo, what is up? Today is not therapy day. Therapy day is next week, so we might have a vlog this week and next week. But I got stuff to talk about, and so I wanted to go ahead and do one for this week. I was going to just wait till next week anyway. So let's start with my medical stuff. Let me fix that a little bit because I am on day 5, I think, right now. Believe it or not, without any sugary drinks. I haven't had a regular Mountain Dew. I haven't had a Fanta or Slurpee uh, or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I've been drinking this. I got the Soda Stream mix Mountain Dew stuff because it's like regular Mountain Dew, but it's got the super gross or sucralose or whatever it's called. And at first I didn't buy the Soda Stream machine. I'm just mixing it with seltzer water. But it was first tried it, so gross. It was super gross. Um, However, I decided I was gonna just stomach it. I felt like it was okay. It was tolerable. I could just kind of good, 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 good. And after a couple days, I fixed a cup of this and started drinking it down. Like, damn, like that shit was starting to hit. I actually hit the right notes. After a couple of days, I was surprised by that, and the Diet Coke started getting better too. So basically, my new drink routine, whatever you want to call it, is the first thing I drink when I get up is the Premier uh, protein shake, and then I move on to the Soda Stream Mountain Dew. And the Soda Stream Mountain Dew, yeah, like yesterday morning, I was so hyper. Like I have not been that hyper in the morning in like decades. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. A little bit this morning, not as much, but anyway. So then, as I move further into the day, it's either like flavored packets in a bottle of water or a Diet Coke. And, you know, yeah, today's number 5. And I do feel a little bit better, a little bit less weighed down, if that makes sense. And uh, the super gross Mountain Dew and the Diet Coke both are tasting much better now. Still not perfect, but, a lot better than it was. So today I have an appointment with my sleep doctor, and so we're gonna go, fulfill that appointment and talk to her about all that good stuff, and then we're gonna go grocery shopping. And oh boy, my grocery shopping today is gonna go a lot different because I'm trying. I'm trying. I am legitimately trying. So I am gonna, try some different stuff. Like I'm planning to get some tilapia with probably brown rice and broccoli, maybe a little bit of butter to mix in with it. Um, I'm trying. I don't know what else. I know. Oh yeah, and we're gonna get some protein bars for like my breakfast in the morning and like snacks in the day because the nutritionist, both the nutritionist lady and the lady from the diabetic re-education camp thing, have both said that really what I need as a diabetic is to take in more like protein and fiber. And so that's what I'm doing. And so I'm going to go looking for the protein bars that have no added sugars and, yeah, try to get up on some of that. And probably not granola, though. Probably not granola. Maybe, probably not. Um, the problem is I want like chocolate peanut butter. I did get the chocolate peanut butter protein shakes, and those are pretty good. The birthday cake formula actually was pretty decent too. But yeah, so that's kind of that. And, like I said, I am feeling a little bit better. After we get the diet under control and stuff, then I'm going to start the vitamins and I guess try the Manjan Haba Panero bread sauce or whatever it's called. Um, and yeah, hopefully that will go okay. And then I'm going to also see about uh, if my insurance will pay and I can get my doctor to write a script for like a physical therapy thing. Because, just like my physical health is in dire, it's dire right now. It's just dire. And so, you know, if I can get a trainer and somebody to help guide me along the path, I know it's going to be a slow thing, a one day at a time kind of thing. But, if that's what it is, that's what it is. And, you know, the same with losing weight and everything. I've got a lot of weight to lose. I'd like to get back down to like 200 pounds, and I'm like 320 right now. So, I got a lot of work to do if I'm going to lose that weight. Well, I'm just going to touch briefly situation the other night at the apartments. I'm not going to get detailed or whatever, other people's business and whatnot, because it's really not mine at all. I'm just nosy. But, oh boy. I have some crazy neighbors around here. I'm just going to say that. I got some crazy ass neighbors. Hi. Hi, crazy neighbors. Problem is, it's like, because I'm totally into crazy chicks. The problem with crazy chicks, though, is that, like, it's a box of chocolates. Some of those chocolates might be like a little piece of like Rolo candy or something delicious and, creamy in the middle, like, girl. And then other ones might have like some razor blades and cyanide up in the middle of it, or cross contaminated with salmonella. Yeah, it really is. You never know what you're going to get with crazy chicks. But, you find the right crazy chick, I'll tell you what, you'll never feel unwanted. Let's see, before we get on to the projects coming, I'm trying to think if there's anything else personal or like medical or anything like that. Probably, I don't think. I don't think. Like at all sometimes, I don't think. Shoot first, think never. Yeah. I had a problem with this little bitch last night too. I wasn't gonna tell that story, but I guess I will since she's in here, talking shit. Uh, so I've been like letting her go out on the porch a little bit in the afternoon sometimes. Like I'll give her treats, I'll eat my lunch, and then I like to go sit out on the porch for a little bit after I eat. Take like an edible or something, and then I'll go sit out on the veranda and like wait for it to kick in. And so I've been letting her like come out there with me because she's been being good. She's been staying on my end of the veranda and not causing any trouble or anything. Most of the time, she's ready to go back in long before me. Um, she was it a few days ago or something. We had a problem because my neighbor's cat Squeakers appeared. And at first, she just hid under my chair, and I'm like, okay, she's just going to hide down here and scope it out. And before I knew it, she was just straight for him. Like, she was going to fuck him up. She was going to tear him apart. And, she did stop before she got to him and then stopped and hissed and, all of that. The warning stuff like, hey, this is my territory. He was here long before her, but that's another wave in another ocean. But, anyway, I grabbed her. She wasn't happy about it, but, she just kind of, and then I brought her back inside. So that was that. Then yesterday, I did the same thing. Everything was fine. She stayed out a little bit longer. She was enjoying herself. came back in, went about my day, got back to work on something we'll talk about here in a few minutes. But I decided last night after I got my shower, sometimes after my shower too, I like to go out there and just kind of like air out. And that's what I did. And she wanted to come out again. And so I checked the veranda to make sure it was safe. Squeakers wasn't out there or anything. So, okay. I let her out. And at first, for several minutes, it was kind of just the same thing. She's going and hanging out in front of my neighbor Cassie's apartment and, rolling around on her welcome mat and, the usual stuff. And everything's fine. Suddenly she decides she wants to go explore the other half of the veranda where Squeakers and what's the other cat, Lovey, lives. And so I'm like, oh no, 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 no. So I follow her over there. Suddenly she's like, kind of like moving away from me. She's like, you're not going to pick me up. Till she stopped and saw Squeaker's food bowl outside and stopped to check it out. And I picked her up, and oh my fucking God. She was yelling and flailing like, she was in a real cat fight. She was, I don't know if like my battle scars are going to really show or not. I got a couple on this hand too. But, she's not going back outside for a little while now. She's not going to be going back out there for a little while. That was totally unacceptable. And, yeah, she's on notice, basically. Also, last night, just a complete side quest or whatever. Well, I'll just make it real simple and say, if your hamburger smells funny, throw it out. Don't be my dumbass and cook it up and eat it anyway. My stomach's not feeling very well this morning, but I'm gonna have to power through it. But I'm just saying, if your hamburger smells funny, throw it out. Anyway. Way. I didn't see Way in a while. It's been a long time. I miss you, little buddy. But I regress. Yeah, so, I'll get to the music project here in a minute, but we're putting that on hold for a couple, 2-3 days or something because I already got half of this order in, but I ordered a new guitar. I ordered the Firefly Bones guitar. So if you don't know what that is, that's basically, it's a very affordable version of the George Lynch guitar from the 80s, where he was, I forget what the first music video was, but then he used it again in the Dream Warriors video for Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors. And the title tracks, Dream Warriors. Yeah, so, pretty much every review I've seen of it on YouTube has been pretty positive, and I've heard a lot of glowing things about Firefly guitars. So I ordered one. And I also ordered, which I already have, but haven't unboxed because I'm saving it to do all in one video. I got the Positive Grid Spark 2 amp, along with the battery and the carry bag. And then I got a couple small things. I got some more strap locks for the new guitar. And I bought another guitar stand. And I got a couple little simple mods for the new guitar too. I'm not going to give that away, 'cause I'm not going to spoil that, but I got a couple little fun mods for that guitar, as long as the guitar turns out okay. Yeah, so, really looking forward to that. And, yeah, so I have, I am almost to the, mastering, or, what am I talking about? I am almost pretty much completed with the instrumental for the first song on this new album. slash project, whatever you want to call it. It's, we're going to do a series of songs like an album, um, using all effects from this Headrush Prime effects unit. So we're basically, doing it kind of the same way we did the Zoom R4 review. And I'm like kind of just getting started on that because I was waiting for the apartment inspection, and we got through all of that without them actually even coming in and inspecting the apartment. But anyway, so yeah, the first song is called, like I'm going to play a clip of this here in a sec, but keep in mind, like, this mix isn't completely like finalized because there's a little bit of clipping and stuff, and I don't want to put it through the mastering process before I record the vocals and stuff and get it like actually like completed or recorded and mixed completed, and then move on to the mastering before I move it over to work on the video, blah blah blah. But yeah, so I'm gonna play a little clip, just a little sample right here. Don't do drugs. Marijuana. Is it past the hook yet? Is it past the hook? I don't know, because I'm adding that all in post, so I don't know. Anyway, we'll let the rest of it kind of like play in the background a little bit and just duck it, or whatever you call it. Duck it and buck it. That's my philosophy. So yeah, anyway, this song is called Don't Do Drugs, and it's a medley with the second part moving into my sort of parody of How Will I Laugh Tomorrow by Suicidal Tendencies, except instead of How Will I Laugh Tomorrow when I can't even smile today, now it is How Will I Dab Tomorrow if I dab up all my gravy today. True, yeah. A lesson in conservation and moderation, or something to those effects. And then the third song in the medley is part of a song that I wrote like way back, I want to say circa 97. I believe right around the same time that Kutch did the Don't Do Drugs song. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And so let me pull up my note list here. Okay, here's the set list. So this is, again, not set in stone, but, this is kind of what I'm planning right now is, I did not add the new one in there yet. Anyway, so the next song I plan on doing once we complete this one is called Cower Through. And we've already actually published a version of Cower Through on my YouTube channel. But we're going to do another version. I'm not totally happy with that old version, and we're just going to do a newer version of it. And then after that is something I don't really have a title or anything for. It's just kind of like in my head, and well, I've jammed out on it. It's a little run that I play on the guitar and the bass sometimes, just to kind of like, exercise my way across the blah blah blah, and yeah, so I'm going to turn that into a little bit something more. That's the thing I didn't have written down on my list yet. And then that's where the project kind of takes a turn. Because like I said in a previous vlog, I want this to start out super fun and then descend into madness, so to speak. So the next song on the list is a song I wrote back in the early 2000s somewhere, called I Cut Myself / Sickest Game. And oh boy, I played that side quest. I played that at a we used to have a little event at the Summit House called Cafe Hermé, where people could get up and like play music or dance or whatever. And I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I took my guitar out there and I played I Cut Myself, and like, excuse me, oh man, the chorus of the song goes, when I think about you, 'cause it's kind of a play on the, I touch myself thing, but anyway, so the chorus of the song goes, when I think about you, I cut myself, 'cause I love you, but I hate myself. So anyway, so it goes through all of this, and oh boy, that song did not go over very well. That song did not go over very well. Well, it was mostly silence, like, fun times. Anyway, so then we're gonna do another Kutch Galactic Super Spies cover, except this one is so much more special. And we did also have done a cover of this already, called Green Boy. Except this time we're gonna do it a little bit more traditional, or whatever you want to call it, because the last one was like almost like industrial or whatever, and like the old Cower Through, just not completely really happy with it. So, plus Kutch passed away like a few months back, and so that was what inspired me to do the Don't Do Drugs, and to do another cover of Green Boy. And then from Green Boy, we're moving into another song I wrote, I want to say back in like maybe 94, 95, like in my early days of playing, like 3 o'clock in the morning days of playing, called You Versus Them. Um, and, well, I don't know if we played that song with Maggie Mullane back in the day or not, but we definitely did with Tribal Groove. And oh man, uh, that song was something. Anyway, so then there's another song I wrote. I don't even know how far back, probably around 95, 96, that I used to call Shadows. And after the Virginia Tech tragedy, I renamed it to Question Mark, um, because the song is in part about bullying, sort of bullying and depression and angst and, you know, feelings of desperation and rage and, like this whole convoluted, um, mixed emotional feeling. I don't. It's kind of hard to describe, but I don't know for sure that that's going to end up in the cut or not. But I'm going to try to get it in there, um, and then to close things out, I don't know exactly what it's going to be at all, other than I want to do something slow, grinding, and ambient and dark. Because again, I want this to be a descent into madness. Um, yeah, so that's basically the rundown of it. And we're just gonna see how things go. We're just gonna see how things go. Anyway, so I am not going to take the camera with me and film when we get to Harrisonburg and all that. I'm just, I just wanted to come in here and vlog a little bit, to explain, what's going on, and, you know, talk about my 5 days, well, on my fifth day of not drinking sugar. Yay, I guess. Yay, maybe. Uh, oh boy. It's a journey, and I fucking hate it. It's a journey, and I fucking hate it. But I'm not scared of dying from diabetes. I am, however, worried about like losing limbs and suffering. Uh, I've said this before. When I die, if I could choose how I die, I want to go out like a bitch. Take me in my sleep. without any pain and suffering. You know, I've had enough of that in my life. And so when I die, I just want to be done and get, as it says in the good book, go on, boy, get out of here. Or as they say in my dad's native country, get out of here. Forget about it. Get out of here. Annie Hoot and Kitten Caboot. Shooty shoot, shoot, shoot. Shoop, shoop. Shooby doop, shooby doop, shooby doop. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me for this little bit. We'll shoot here probably tomorrow, hopefully, if everything goes as planned, with the guitar and the amplifier and everything. And then we'll edit that and post it up, and then we'll get back to work on this album. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next thing. Love you. Bye-bye-bye. I'm like over here drooling on myself and whatnot. Oh! Bear with me.